Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back. We are road tripping today. Right now, we're in a little town, Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin. Nice little town, little river town. We are heading through Prairie. We've been on the road for about an hour now, and we are heading up to Minneapolis, Minnesota to pick up a Nissan Rogue. I got a message from a friend of one of my customers looking for a Nissan of some sort, and I usually buy the Rogue, so I found a black 2020 SL, loaded up pretty nice, hit just the way I like it, up here in Minneapolis. So we're heading up to Copart, which is my least favorite place to go, but it is what it is. We're gonna head up there. It's Friday morning. It's like 66 degrees. It's a beautiful day for road tripping. So we're gonna head up there. We got about a 5-hour total trip one way, so it's gonna be an all-day event. But we're gonna head up there, see if we can get our car out without getting in a fight with somebody at Copart, because I hate that place. But anyways, we're gonna get on the road. Well, got her all loaded up and strapped down and ready to go. Copart wasn't as bad as usual, but it was still fun as usual. But anyways, we're about 4 hours in already, so we're just coming back into Prairie du Chien again on the other side, heading back out. So got about an hour to go, and we'll get home, get this thing unloaded, get in the shop, and then Monday morning we'll go through it and see what it needs. So see you in a minute. Well, it's Monday morning. We're out here in the shop. We got this Rogue unloaded over the weekend here, so let me show you what we got going on quick. This thing's a really nice car. So just give you a quick point of reference here, what we got going on. The air shutter down here is broke. I have a new one on order. The main damage is right here in the steel crash bar. That is, again, on order. This extension here is also bent, so we got that coming. Unbolts. This unbolts. The AC condenser is damaged down there, so we got an AC condenser coming for it. The adaptive cruise or crash module, whatever this doohickey is right here, I don't remember exactly what it does, but that was damaged, so we got a new one coming. The plug is damaged, we got a new one coming. Other than that, this thing's a slam dunk. I mean, this must have been like a little old lady car or something, because the interior is spotless, non-smoker, no pets, no kids, there's no Fruit Loops under the seats. No, there's like one door ding in it. The fenders are fine. The hood, very minor damage on the front. That's the only body work we have to do. The original bumper was in the back of the car, and so we got all the trim, all the fog lights, everything there. So we don't have to order any of that stuff. So literally, this thing's slam dunk. I'll have this thing done in 2 days. Get her on the road. So anyways, let's get working on it. Alright, so we got turned around, stuck it here in the prep station, so we got some better light to work with. So basically the hit came in right here, rear-ended something, I'm not sure. All this looks good and straight. A couple brackets are bent, but those are easy to fix. What we do have is the front edge of the hood. Here and here is rolled down. Oh, I'd say probably a 1/4 inch. And it did crack the paint right here, so we are going to have to refinish the hood. But what I don't want to do is chew up the inside in here. So rubber mallet works great. That way it doesn't rip the paint off the inside. So basically just bend it back out. Recording? Well, we had a change of plans. So when the inside obviously bent in, it must have bent the inner structure just enough, and this aluminum, like I said, it's very unforgiving. So I pounded it back out. It separated the inner and the outer. So a new hood it will be. Yeah, I mean, I could probably pound it in and fill it with a Bondo and seam sealer like some of the average Joes out there, but that's not the way I do things. So new hood's on order. That's actually be easier probably in the long run versus doing body work on this one and priming and all that crap. Basically a new hood, paint it, put it on, we're done. So at the end of the day, it's probably less time, a little bit more money. Call it a wash, right? Anyways, I guess we're done till we get some parts. See you in a minute. All right, we're back on Wednesday. It's been a few days, but we had to wait for the parts to come in, especially ordering the new hood because I did not have that on the original order. So it's Wednesday. We got all our parts. We got almost all our parts, I guess. We're still waiting for a couple little trinkets, but we got the big parts. Bumper, new hood. We're going to get them ready to paint today. We're going to paint tomorrow. We're going to get them ready today. And we also have this bumper for an ST Focus for a friend of mine that's also black. So what the hell, right? We're doing black, might as well do it all. So we're going to basically get everything prepped. We're going to hit the inside of the hood with gray Scotch-Brite, hit the outside of the bumpers with 1000 grit wet sand, and then probably run over with the gray Scotch-Brite also. Gray Scotch-Brite on the other side of the hood. We'll get it in the booth, get everything masked up and ready to go for tomorrow. It's about 94 degrees outside right now, and I don't want to basically turn the prep station on and pump all my cool air out the back of the building. So tomorrow it's supposed to be 82, a little better. And if we get started in the morning, hopefully we'll get in and out before the heat of the day. So that's the plan. Get everything ready today, get that in the booth ready to go, and then we're going to pull the Rogue out here, probably tear the front end off a little bit, get the AC condenser put in, stuff like that. So anyways, here we go. All right, so we got everything scuffed and wet sanded and masked up and in the booth ready to go for tomorrow. We did find one little dent in the new hood, very, 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 very small, but might as well fix it. So fix that quick, a little coat of skim coat of filler, and it'll be good to go. So we got about a half hour to kill here. So I think we're going to get the AC sucked down, blow the front end off it, get all the damaged stuff off, and switch out the AC condenser, and then recharge it. That should be it. So here we go. All right, it's a new day in the shop. It is Thursday. It is a little cooler outside, but the humidity is still pretty rough. So we are going to get these painted here quick. Again, we've got the a Focus ST bumper, and then the Nissan bumper and the Nissan hood. They're all black, obviously two different blacks. So we're going to start with the Ford. We'll get that one done and ready to clear basically, and then we'll switch over to the Nissan, get black put on these ones. So we did have that little ding in the hood. I got that fixed last night. It was just a very minor little ding. Probably didn't need to fix it, but that's just the way I am. So we got that taken care of and ready to go. We're just going to tack stuff off. We got a cup of DAS Deltron 3025. It's light gray sealer. We're going to get a couple coats sealer put on, 4 coats of base, a couple coats clear, see how the day goes. try to get some of the static electricity out of it. You can feel it in your arm hair just standing up. So hopefully we'll get a coat of sealer on it, and that usually drowns out the static electricity. Anyways, we'll get going. Because FedEx totally destroyed my morning. So it is Monday afternoon, and we're going to get back on the road here. Plan is to get this thing wrapped up today. So I did get started without you, so I'll show you where we're at and what's left to do. Alright, so in the last video, after we were done painting and all that good stuff, we blew the front end apart, replaced the AC condenser like we talked about, replaced the crash bar, switched this bracket over to that one. I had to straighten this bracket and this release out a little bit. It was damaged. From there, we got the this is my FedEx issue. The shroud put underneath there. The shutter system is installed. Crash pad is installed. We got the air deflector super doohickey things all put in on both sides. 2 new headlights. We got the new hood put on and adjusted. It did take a little kicking around on the rear sport there. Not much, but everything's bent just a little. So I spent some time this morning, probably about an hour. Actually, not this morning, like I said, because FedEx shoved my morning up my nitna. So we got the new hood put on, tweaked. Everything's lined up. Fenders are good. And other than that, we're just going to... Oh, what else did we do? We got all the old parts switched off the old bumper and onto the new bumper. We didn't have to buy anything. Fog lights are good, trim's good, everything's good. New grill's ready to go. We switched the camera over to it. I am missing the emblem, but that is in stock at the Nissan dealer, so we're gonna go get that later today. Alright, so got it all set up here. Got the new bumper ready to go on, and why we're doing that, I will tell you how much fun FedEx made my day so far today. So this air shower down the bottom, it was obviously damaged, and I ordered a new one last week, and I didn't realize it was coming out of California. Otherwise I wouldn't have ordered it. I would have ordered it from somewhere else, just because it takes so long to get stuff from California. So whatever, it's scheduled to be delivered this morning. So this morning I see the FedEx guy pull up in the driveway or whatnot. I see him get out of the truck. I see him put a package up against the window next to the front door. And then he drives away. So probably about 20 minutes after he leaves, I finished up what I was doing and I went out and to retrieve my package. And it's a large package, large box. And I get out there and I realize that that's not my package. It's not the right size. It's way heavier than a piece of plastic. So then I look at the label, and sure enough, that's not my name or my address. So after I figure all this out, I jump on my eBay app to check the delivery, and it says my package has not been delivered, and it shows an option. So I go to the FedEx tracking, and it shows an option to track the driver, see where the package is. So I track it, and it says he's just up the highway a little bit. So I thought, well, I'll grab this package because it looks important to somebody. I mean, this package, it was heavy. It had steel brackets in it. I don't know what they were for, but I thought they were made out. I thought the shipping was commercial shipping, like a I thought it was a cabinet maker shop, and I thought, well, they probably need these, so I'll throw them in the car. I'll run up the road, see if I can catch the FedEx guy. How hard could it be? Pretty difficult, actually. So the tracking, you can track the delivery driver where he is, but what I find out is that's not really that accurate. It's just a rough estimate of where he is. So I spent about 15 minutes driving towards this little town where this package is supposed to be delivered anyways, the one that I got. So I'm thinking, you know what? I'm this far, I might as well take this package to that shop and drop it off, be a nice guy, right? So after about another 15 minutes of driving, I realized that it's not a shop. It's just some dude's house out in the middle of the frickin' country. And at this point, I'm about 25 minutes into this adventure. So whatever, I go to the dude's house, nobody home. I drop the package off, leaning against his door. Turn around, head back home, and I check my tracking, and mine still has not been delivered. I'm like, cool, FedEx driver will figure it out, and hopefully drop it off later today. So I get about 5 minutes back to my house, about 5 minutes to go, and I get an update from eBay saying my package was delivered. So I'm like, cool, now I can continue out my day, because that piece is like the first thing that has to go on before I put anything together on this car, right? So I get home, pull in the driveway. Sure enough, there ain't no package sitting on the front porch, there ain't no package on the side of the building, there ain't no package anyway. So now I get to jump through the FedEx hoops. So I jump back on their website and file a complaint or whatever, lost package. Takes me to their automated crap. Yes, no, whatever. So I finally get all my information in, tracking number, blah, blah, blah. And it says, sorry, we are unable to help you. You need to call customer service. So I get on the horn, customer service. I obviously get put on hold. Meanwhile, there's a button there on the app, and it says, verify your delivery. So I pushed it. Why not, right? And it comes up and it asks me for a 9-digit shipping code from the original shipper, which obviously I don't have that. So I'm sitting there waiting on hold. And all of a sudden this picture pops up from the verification thing. And it's a picture, sure enough, it's a picture of the package. I know what I'm looking for. It's a picture of my package sitting in front of somebody else's house, obviously. It ain't my house. So I'm looking at the picture of my package in front of somebody else's house, and I realize there's a package behind that package, which sure looks a lot like the package that I just delivered to that dude's house. And I got looking, it's like, okay, that is actually his house. So I jumped back in the frickin' car, actually the truck, had the Expedition. 25 minutes back up to this little town, out in the sticks to this dude's house. Nobody home still, thankfully. And sure enough, there's my package leaning against the package that I delivered to the guy's house. So I picked it up and threw it in my truck. So after I grabbed my package, threw it in the back of the truck, I turned around and I looked back at the dude's house, and sure enough, I can see there's a Ring camera hanging right there. I backed up to it with my truck, so he's got my license plate. So I go over to the package that I left there, and I screenshot the package, and it has customer's phone number on it. I'm like, you know what? I should just call this dude, tell him who I am, what I did, so he knows. It's the right thing to do, right? So I call the number. Ends up some chick in Canada. I don't live in Canada. I don't live anywhere close to Canada. So I'm like, whatever. Obviously, he's probably gonna come home, see this, and call the cops and to find out why I'm stealing packages, or delivering packages, and then come back and stealing packages. But anyways, that was my FedEx story. That was 25 minutes each way, 4 times. So that's 2 hours of driving I did this morning for absolutely no reason. But hey, did get lunch out. I stopped at Subway while I was in town. Grabbed a quick lunch. So anyways, back to this mess. We got the bumper and all that put on. I cannot put the grill on because I don't have the emblem. I'm actually going to jump on the bike right now, I think, and run into town and grab that. It's hot, so I think it'll be a nice day for a bike ride. We did have to replace this sensor here. It was broke and the plug was damaged, so I got a new service plug for it. Replace the plug. Got a used sensor because those are like $1,100 or some crap from Nissan. So used sensor. Other than that, nothing else is broke. Plug here for the camera, so we're gonna run in town, get the emblem, throw that on, and this thing's pretty much done. Run it through the car wash, and it should be out of here. So, anyways, we'll get there in a second. Well, we just got back from the dealer, picked up the emblem. How much do you think this bastard was? Round piece of plastic says Nissan on it. How much would you pay for that? That's freaking ridiculous. I don't know. Comment down below how much you think I paid for that emblem. It's freaking ridiculous. Closest one to comment how much I paid for that Nissan emblem from Nissan will get a virtual high five. Because that's all I can do. Really? Can't give stuff away because I'm not cool enough yet on Facebook or on YouTube. So, yeah, closest one gets nothing. How much do you think I paid for that? Well, regardless, we have to have it. Usually I find them used on eBay, and I actually thought I had one, but I just realized I used it on another car. Whenever I find them cheap, I'll buy them, throw them on the shelf, because I do a lot of these Rogues. So I had to go to the dealer and pay up. But whatever. It's done. Alright, well, we're just going to give this a quick bath real quick just to get the majority of the dirt off it and the window writing, crayon crap they put on the windshield. Get that off, get it cleaned up for the most part, and tomorrow we'll run it out, get it inspected, run through the car wash, and that should be about it. So we'll see how tomorrow goes. In case you're wondering how humid it is outside, I just pulled out of the air conditioning garage. You can kind of see. I can't see. Well, I gotta say, this old Rogue, I think it one of the top 10 for the easiest builders I've ever bought and put together. These ones here are what we call a slam dunk. Nice, simple, not a lot of parts, not a lot of work. I mean, I seriously got, I don't know, probably what, 9-10 hours in it. And again, I probably got more time going up to Minnesota to get this car and bring it back than I do putting it together. But, you know, I don't know why they total them, but they do. This one shouldn't have been totaled, but it is what it is. Works out for me. So we're going to, this one's wrapped up. We're going to get a few things cleaned up on it. Customer's going to come look at it, drive it. If all goes well, they'll be taking it home with them. We'll be on to the next one. As far as next project, we're going to get the shop cleaned back up here from this mess, get a few things put back in order, and then we're going to pull the 86 Mustang out this weekend. That's coming back over in the shop. We're going to start getting the motor ready to go back in that car and get ready for a few other things. So other than that, that wraps up the Nissan Rogue build. There'll be another one. I always buy these things, so probably buy another one yet this week. But anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.